Welcome to eSeniors. I thought I put my face here on the camera as we are doing the last race in the 5 Series eSeniors Championship. We are at NURBURGRING today, and let's look at these standings here. It is very, very close. We have Johan Larsson. We have, flipping that one around. So we have Johan Larsson in the lead, 198 points. Derek Bird, 189. Peter Wulfslener, 186. And the fly in the ointment here is Torsten Mikalak that won the last race and was second in the previous race before that. So will he be able to spoil the party? He won't. I don't think he's going to be able to take the championship, but he will probably prevent these guys to get the full pot. So what will that mean? I mean, Peter Wulfslener and Torsten Mikalak, they're going to go side by side in this contest. And then Johan Larsson is just going to fight to get the win here, because that's what he needs to win the championship. So it's going to be crazy. I think that's going to be super, super exciting. Let's flip over here to they have started to roll on the track. And I am trying to find my window. I have so many windows here. It's crazy. So let me get that one ready. And get over to just organize my windows a little bit. So you can see what's going on here in just a little minute. There we go, and then I'm gonna blank the screen. Yeah, let's go on the stream. Here we are. Right now we're looking at Peter Wulfslener. What I'm gonna do also, I want to talk about our sponsors real quick. I'm gonna do that by setting our sponsors right there, front and center. I hope you can hear me and you can see well. So Castle and Cauldron, that's one of our sponsors. So perfect here for the holidays. You can find them on Facebook. They do magic wands, all sorts of party props, potions, wall and table accessories, holiday wreath, etc. So look them up if you need something like that. Then we have Syndeo. They are technology brokers specialized in voice contact center and cybersecurity solutions for business. So Syndeo advisors, they will help you select the best technology solution for your business. And then Sim 3D dashboards, power supply brackets, button boxes, everything you need, anything rather, you need for your rig. So there we are. We got that taken care of. We had kind of a big pandemonium, I'll say, at the Imola race in the first turn. A couple of contacts that were avoidable, I say. I think we drifted away a little bit from the regular kind of careful approach that we have at eSeniors on the first lap, because everyone is responsible for the other guys to be able to at least finish first lap. So anyway, I hope it's 16 cars today, and I hope that very tight hairpin in the beginning of this track is going to be negotiated safely. So we have the sprint race today, so it's a 30-minute race, 15-minute qualifying, and we have 11 minutes in. We are waiting for the fastest lap, and there it is, 1:54.2 by Wulfslener. Torsten Mikalak, as I mentioned, right behind him. Hellström just took third, provisional third, and Mark from Slovenia comes in at P4 right now. So I think it's going to be very exciting here. Johan Larsson, Derek Bird and Wulfslener going to fight it out here for the championship. I think they are, Brian Murray have 160 points. I don't think he's going to be able to touch these guys. He placed a P6 at the Imola race. Peter Wolfslener placed P11, certainly a disappointing result for him. So I know that he's up for revenge today. 154.2 for him. So hey, Mr. Ponov, nice to see you. I thought that you were signed up for this sprint, but you are not. So glad to see you here as spectator today. I want to remind everyone that after the Saturday race, on the same broadcast, we gonna have a little fun drawing. We're gonna draw the tracks, basically doing like a spin the wheel thing to decide on the tracks. We have decided on we're gonna run a couple of the classic tracks, but then we're gonna spin the wheel on the rest of the track, because the season for season 11 is going to be 10 races, so we might see Circuit Americas. You never know, it's all in the stars. Torsten Mikalak says 153.8. Very nice, 1/10 ahead of Wolfslener. So already now they have thrown down the gauntlet. Wolfslener just had to stay. Well, he's 186 points. Larsson 198. So yeah, I mean, Wolfslener just had to come as far up as possible, and make sure that he ends up before Johan Larsson with a certain margin. Yeah, so everyone knows, you get 66 points for P1, you get 60 points for P2, and 55 for P3. So there's a lot of points to fight for. So there's 11 points between third and first position in the scoring, and you can get an extra point for the fastest lap. So it always gets my head spinning when I try to calculate, what do you need to have, in order to advance, and yeah, just my head hurts. Let's get into the cockpit, and I'm going to turn off the autopilot, and maybe we follow the next lap. But Torsten here, he's on a fast lap. He's gonna, if he keeps this, actually Wolfslener, let's see where Wolfslener is. He's gonna finish his lap, and he's up to 10. So Torsten and Peter is trading the provisional pole here, and here comes Peter over the line. It's 7 minutes left, and he's probably goes in for tires here, and so does Torsten. Saunders, I mean, he can come up as a challenger here. He's obviously further back in the championship. He have won the first race, he didn't finish, and then he has a P5, P21 and P5, so he's further back, but he's always competitive, and will get into the mix here, no worries about that. So 6 minutes remains. Wolfslener still in the top. He's out on his out lap right now. So we're gonna get see if we catch one of these guys in. Yeah, let's catch Tommy here as he goes around, get into his cockpit, coming through the Dunlop turn here, turn 7, coming up to the Schumacher S's. You go up a little bit on the curb, and on that curb as well. Looked very comfortable. Turn 9, coming into turn 10 here. You brake at the 100-meter point, and you want to hit the apex there in the Michelin curve. Patient on the throttle here in the Warsteiner. And if you take a left over here, that's the entry point into Nordschleife, which is going to be exciting to see on ACC here next year. Coca-Cola curve, last one, also very very patient and get on the throttle at the right moment. Avoid as much, try to get as little wheel spin as possible. Let's see where Wolfslener is. He's finishing off his lap. And Michalak is, oh, he's getting a little wobbly there. Let's see if he's gonna try and push another lap. It's 5 minutes left. Let's follow him. I'm gonna see him brake really hard here for the first hairpin here at 100 meter. Get out on the left as much as he can. Hit the apex, maybe a little wide. Get on the throttle, short shift. Goes in kind of middle of the track for a very late apex on this turn. Oh, he gets a little wobbly. I think he has a scrappy lap. Maybe he's going to abandon this short shift. Get on the little curb there. It's super technical, this first sector. You can lose the whole race or whole qualifying very early. So he has Wolfslener in front of him. I think it is. Yeah, it is. So home track for Michalak. Wolfslener is from Austria. Late second apex on this one. Tried to do that without wheel spin. He had to adjust on his wheel. Get up on the curb there on the right. Kind of helps the rotation a bit. Here we come into turn 10. Yeah, I mean, Torsten doesn't look so comfortable. He has to adjust a lot. Flipping over here to Wolfslener because he was looking to have improved lap time. So he's not really doing that. Let's look at some other people here. We have Jeremy Arobas in P12 right now. Provisional P12, he sits in P14 in the championship. He's pretty even in the kind of the mid-pack, if you will. P12, P13, P16 and P12 in the last race at Imola. So let's see what he can do this race. Philippe Savage, he's had a little... I'm trying to just browse down here and see where he has been in the standings. Yeah, Philippe. Yeah, he's been around there with Jeremy at P10 last race. A little bit behind right now. Roman Marks, Slovenia. Laszlo from the Netherlands. P9 for him. Wolfslener 153.6 is his best still, and he's up 110, so maybe he can improve. Torsten is up 210s. He needs, that's about what he needs. He needs a little bit more, probably 310s if he's gonna clinch provisional pole. Traffic in front of him, which is Peter Wolfslener, I believe. Turn 11, going down on this long straight into the chicane. And this chicane, it's really hard. He's going really, really hard, just throwing himself through there. In the meantime, Johan, oh, he gets, yeah, he lost that. Johan Larsson is up 0.4. And John Saunders sits in P3 right now. There is Johan Larsson. He goes into P3, provisional P3. Good job by him. And Wolfslener improves his time. He goes into 153.6. Nemeth goes into the pit, so he's probably done. Just less than a minute. Less than a minute. We haven't looked at Flenstedt. Well, he's in there. Tommy Hellström one of the Wolfpack guys. 154.5. So he's kind of way back behind the other guys. So Larsson, Hellström abandoning his lap. Larsson can do. He's gonna improve. Larsson is not gonna improve, and he abandons the lap right there. Torsten still driving. He's on a valid lap, but he's not going to be able to touch Wolfslener. He needs 2.5 tenths, if that's how you say it, and he's not going to be able to do that. So, yeah, Wolfslener, Michalak, Larsson, and Saunders on the first row. Yeah, so we are in for a really exciting race. Let's look at the track real quick. Here we are, NURBURGRING, classic racetrack in Germany. So there's the start, and then we're coming into this really interesting hairpin where you kind of just, if you get too tight in there, you're gonna bounce. The Yokohama curve and the Mercedes Arena, coming down this straight, and braking for the Ford curve, and then Dunlop, and the Schumacher S. The S's, I think it's actually called S's. Maybe it is S only, singular. And then this long straight, braking hard. And you can go pretty liberal on the curbs there in the chicane, depending on what kind of car you drive. So that is NURBURGRING for you. So we're just about to start. See when the cars start to roll or get up. We're gonna do full formation lap as usual. Terry Howard, welcome. Welcome to this 5th race in the sprint series that's gonna decide the winner. It's gonna be super exciting. So 30-minute, no pit stop. It's just, yeah, just drive. There we go. Car starts to line up on the track. So I'm gonna start my little grid walk. And get the starting grid up like so. And there it is. And we can take the name, driver, time away. Maybe we take the leaderboard away too. All right, there we go. There's Peter Wolfslener, P1, and from Austria, and Torsten Michalak from Germany. Johan Larsson from Sweden, John Saunders from the UK, P5, Kenny Flenstedt, Sweden, P6, Tommy Hellström, part of the Alien team there as you see on delivery, Brian Murray, P7 from the UK, Derek Bird in his trusty Porsche, P8, and Laszlo Nemeth from the Netherlands, Roman Mark from Slovenia, and Thomas from Canada, and P12 for Jeremy Arobas from Canada. And then we have Randy Zimmer from the United States, and Philippe Savage from France, Brian Banks from Canada, and then we have Michel Benchaya from Canada as well, and Michael McClellan at P17. So a little bit lower attendance today on the last race. A couple of guys have kind of signed out. Turn that off. Let's see what we should show on the leaderboard. That's the best thing with this ACC TV, is that you can decide what you want to have. Let's put the race gaps. Can actually quickly look at the manufacturers here. So quite a few McLarens, 3 Porsches, 3 Ferraris, 1 BMW and 1 Audi. So full formation lap, working themselves through the track. Don't forget, like and subscribe. You have not. You click that little bell on YouTube there. You can get notified when we start the live stream, which can be handy. So for anyone coming in on the stream right now, hey Dimitri. So on the stream after the race next Saturday, the last race of the season, we're gonna have a little spin the wheel to decide on the tracks we're gonna have for season 11. We have decided a couple of the classic tracks we're gonna have, like Spa and Barcelona, Silverstone, Imola, and those guys. But the rest of the tracks in the 10 race season we're going to have for season 11, that's going to be decided by spin the wheel. So I think that's going to be awesome. So don't miss that. Jeremy and me in the post show for the GT3 race on Saturday. I'm going to do a graphic as a reminder for it. So here we go. Coming up on the start straight, we have Wolfsländer on the inside, which I think is a big advantage here on this track. And there is the start. Wolfsländer get a really, really good start. Saunders, we see Saunders in the green car. We see Larsson. Michalak is coming up on Wolfsländer's side, kind of tucking in behind him. Let's see if everyone goes cleanly through. Yes, the top car goes cleanly through. Very nicely done here. People have been listening, so glad to see that. Wolfsländer takes the lead pretty comfortably. And we have a little compressed field all of a sudden. They're in that turn, but here they're coming out again. We have Hellström is behind Saunders. And everyone is on cold tires. We want to make sure that no one does anything crazy here in the first lap. Looks very nice. McClellan is the last guy. So here we go. Field starts to stretch out a little bit. Michalak is holding holding Larsson away, but Wolfslen is really taking off here. He really needs that, and I see during the race here, I don't know, I get a headache by thinking about all these points and stuff, but I should have prepared a spreadsheet. Maybe I'll do that for the GT3 race with kind of current, depending on the points they get, what kind of position they will have in the end. That would be a cool graphic to set up. Here's Roman Mark from Slovenia. He's behind Brian Murray. I'm keeping an eye on where the close battles are. Here, Randy Zimmer and Philippe Savage. I think Randy Zimmer is going to be able to pass Savage here at some point. Zimmer is a strong driver. And I think this is a track also where it's very easy to get a track penalty. Oh, Michalak is reaching Wolfslen now. And behind him comes Larsson. Sliding through there. So this is going to be a tight race. Something happened in the back. A little contact. Yeah, I think that was kind of contact in during the race, so to speak. We can see the time delta there between Wolfslen and Michalak. Johan Larsson now starts to reach Michalak. See if he can do something. Saunders sitting behind there. Hope to maybe get the position if there's a mistake coming up. Torsten went high up on that curb, aiding in the rotation. Yeah, this is really where the race is right now here on the top. The field starts to stretch out quite a bit. Again, this is 30-minute sprint, so there won't be any pit stops. Roman Mark starts to come up on Mr. Murray. Get in on his cockpit as he goes through that chicane. Oh, it goes a little bit wide there. Also, this is a track where you can get pressure loss, which is kind of bad news when you're when you don't have any pit stops. Now we're following Torsten. Setting up my tracking. Yeah, the field is really spread out right now. If we go back here, I think we're probably gonna see a little bit more action in the end, coming to the end of the race maybe, because we have the probably some tire wear. As we see Savage goes really wide, so let's do like this. Let's put position delta right now. So smaller movements. Banks in last place right now, lost 2 positions. McClellan gained 2. Then here in the mid pack we have had a little just 1 position movement. There's Derek Bird in his trusty Porsche. Yeah, Brian Murray starts to get a little bit closer. Wolfslen is clocking in faster and faster times. Torsten Michalak's 0.6 behind him right now. So let's go back to the gaps again. Maybe instead of car numbers, we do the nations. That's kind of nice. So if you stumble on eSeniors with this YouTube stream, we are a racing organization, ACC on PC. And we do racing every day. We have open races, and then we have our championships you can find on SIMGRID, but you have to have an invitation link to join them. You have to be age verified, and you can do that by connecting to Discord. You can find the Discord link on our website, which I posted on the chat here. And I can actually do that again. Our website, there it is. All right, let's go from the back here. Brian Banks sits 5 seconds behind. He hasn't really found his groove. Lost 2 positions early on here. We're only lap 3, and we had 22 minutes left. Then we have Michel Benchaya from Canada. So he's in P16. And Mike McClellan, who started last, sits now in P15, and he's look, maybe he's gonna catch Randy Zimmer. Looks like Zimmer have running last lap run they have a 1:57.8. So McLellan's actually lapping a little bit faster. So then we have Randy Zimmer, P14, and Philippe Savage here at P13, jumping for France. As we saw, Mike McLellan had to really check out here. He was getting really close to Zimmer. Keeping an eye on that. Yeah, he's certainly catching him. I wonder what type of... Zimmer have some issue. Or maybe he just doesn't really friendly with his track. He goes a little bit wide there. You can get hooked on this these curbs if you. So he had an awkward passage through those turns there. Did Zimmer coming up to turn 6 here, and Mike McLellan's getting really close. He's gonna try on the inside, and he does it. He sticks the pass. Very nicely done. A bit surprised there. Zimmer, maybe, does he have damage on his car? No, it looks nice and clean. I don't think there's been really any big contacts. So, yeah, good job by McLellan doing that pass. Philippe Savage in the Porsche. Sits here in P13, so he up the road from him 2 seconds. We have Jeremy Arobas, and I'm keeping an eye on what's going on up there with Mikalak. Still 1 second behind Wolfslener. So P12 for Jeremy. Yes, I forgot to see. Yeah, Jeremy, he started P12, and Jeremy have Mr. Thomas Rainier up the road from him. Laszlo Nemeth, P10, looking to reach Roman Mark from Slovenia. So he's here is a little group of 4 cars. Maybe it's going to be a little compression there in racing, who knows? Yeah, Brian Murray is trying to reach Mr. Bird. His very trusty livery of the British glam rock band Slade. Very nice. Let's look at the rear wing for a little bit. Let's see if Brian Murray can do any inroads. Let's see what we have. Murray did a 1:55.3, Derek Bird 1:55.5 last lap. So a little bit It's a little bit faster, Murray, in the last lap at least. This Porsche sounds really good, doesn't it? Kind of this metallic whining. That's how I describe that. Kenny Flenstedt in his BMW is in P6. Tommy Hellström in P5. And 3 seconds up the road is John Saunders that starts to look like he's actually starting to gain here on Johan Larsson. Starting to get into the rhythm, getting the tires up to pressure. Let's jump over to Murray because he looked like he actually got pretty close to Mr. Derek. I think the McLaren is faster than the Porsche. Let's see if we can set up something here for the straight. Kind of early on in this lap, turn 6. Behind it we have Roman Mark. See if there is some spoils coming his way. If Derek is having trouble and he's kind of just create a little train behind him. So both of these guys are close enough for slipstream. See if something like that can happen here as we come into turn 10. Yeah, these two McLarens are ready to pounce behind Derek. But Derek is so solid in his Porsche, it's ridiculous. 154.2 is now the fastest lap set by Wolfslener. Oh, he sits nicely in the slipstream now. That's Brian. He's going to do something on the inside here. He's looking. Not making the move, but he's certainly positioning himself to do something here in some of the other. It's not overly easy to pass on this track either. I mean, Imola was hard. This one is easier, but you just have to find the right spot. They're coming up to one spot where you can do a late break. Yeah, the McLarens, they are not letting go here. 1 second between Torsten and Peter still. 3 seconds to Johan Larsson. Wolfslener looking pretty solid right now, 154.4 his last. But actually Torsten was faster than 2/10 faster than Peter the last lap. And he's very close. He's 3 thousandths of a second between Torsten and Peter's fastest laps. So very even between these two guys in the top. It's a shame that Michalak couldn't race all the races. Otherwise, we would have had a fantastic contest here between the two, the German and the Austrian. Michalak, yeah, he had to skip the first race in Spa. Then he placed P2. And then he was P2 in Silverstone and P1 at Imola. That's the record for Michalak. And now it looks like Michalak gets a little bit closer. Saunders also. There is Saunders. He's a feisty driver. Looking to reach Johan Larsson. Let's be patient. Wait for a mistake by the other driver. And he has to work to set up to be in a really good position to get a good exit out on the last straight. Here's turn 7, kind of slingshotting around, traveling up towards the Schumacher S. Yeah, McLaren had good speed through there. Looked like he was gaining a little bit, getting a little separation as they come out into start the last straight, then coming into the chicane. Saunders didn't have a good race Saturday. He got involved in an accident in the beginning of the race and bailed out, so he got the DNF. So Saunders lost a bit in that on that lap. He lost about 6/10 to Johan Larsson. See if he can recover that. So we jumping over to Murray. Still working on Derek Bird. Oh, very, very close there. Hopefully they're not going to be too close. Let's see if he's going to go inside here. That's a good place to pass if you're really careful and you give racing room to the other guy. So Derek is holding on, being chased by all these McLarens behind him. We have 11 minutes left, so we have driven more than half the race. No pit stops, 30-minute sprint. Okay, I'm just looking at some statistics here, see if I can find something interesting. Yeah, Brian Murray is relentless. Hopefully he's just gonna be patient. Oh, saw a little wiggle there on the Porsche coming through. Turn 15, the Coca-Cola turn. See if that's something that Murray can capitalize on. Doesn't look like it. Oh, he's all over Bird right now. This is the closest on their track. He's not going to try inside there. Oh, something happened with Zimmer. What happened with Zimmer? He was sliding. It looked like it was self-inflicted wound. Let's go back to Murray. Oh, Zimmer goes in into the pits. So, I mean, he's been struggling this race. I really wonder what his problem is. So there is no pit stop here. So let's see if he's gonna stop the race. If you don't complete more than 2/3 of the race, you will get the DNF. So pace to kind of stay on track and drive. Oh, Torsten. Here's Torsten. See how very close to each other. on time there. Just clocked. Mikalak is a little bit faster that lap. Very close. Always a little wiggle there from Wolfslener. Takes the defensive line in here. Try to go really tight. Mikalak goes up on that curb. Try to push through. I think a little better exit there from Wolfslener. But these two guys are very, very close. So Torsten have the fastest lap by 3 thousandths of a second. I lost time there, Torsten. Wolfslener seems to be better in that sector. And I think maybe Mikalak is a little bit faster in the last sector. Yeah, Torsten is gaining now. Let's see what kind of times they're clocking. They're pretty... Yeah, it's very close. Lap time just 1/10 apart. Let's do the position delta. Put that in there. Just for the heck of it. McClellan up 3 positions. Good job by him. And Zimmer seems to be in the pits. No, he's out. Yeah, he's out driving. Nicely done. Brian still working on Derek, and Torsten is still working on Wolfslener. So that's what's going on right now. Those are the two main battles on track. And we see Thomas there and Jeremy Arobas, they are stationary compared to where they started. Oh, it goes wide there. Mikalak had to slow down a little bit. We see the white marker there on the leaderboard, means that they have kind of slowed down a lot compared to the regular pace. So it's kind of just a little heads up that something have happened there. And if it's a yellow marker, yeah, we know what that is. That means that they went off track. All right, now Roman Mark gets contact here with these two guys battling. So clearly Derek Bird is slowing down Brian a little bit, allowing Roman Mark to come up and challenge. Now Torsten is at 2.5 behind Wolfslener, so Wolfslener have pulled away. So that was that thing we saw, I think, when he went off track a little bit, and that gave Wolfslener a little breathing room. So now this is the closest on track. These three guys. Looks from bird's eye view. And in front of them there we have Kenny Flenstedt. So only 4 minutes left of this race. This race goes really quickly. This is the closest battle on track right now. What happens, Savage? Thomas? What happened? Let's go back. Oh. Savage just went off track. Interesting. There wasn't a... yeah, it was just yellow flag, so it wasn't any contact. Same with Thomas that went off. Oh, so... Oh, Philippe is really struggling. Don't know what's going on there. All right, back to Murray and Derek. And Larsson sits comfortably there in P3, so it looks like the podium situation is pretty much taken care of until there is some sort of a accident. I don't know. And I cannot, in my head, calculate what this means for the championship, to be honest with you. If Larsson gets P3... let's see. I can probably calculate that a little quickly if you bear with me. So if Larsson gets P3, he gets 55 points. I'm working on my calculator here, so bear with me. So 55 plus 198. So that gives him 253. Wolfslener, so remember that, 253. So Wolfslener, he has 186. And if he wins, he gets 66. Larsson wins with 1 point if it stands like this, because Michalak have the fastest lap. So yeah, I think that's what's gonna happen if it stands like this. Wolfslener needs to, if Wolfslener gets the fastest lap, if he can pick that up, he's going to be even with Larsson. Otherwise, he is he's going to be losing the championship, or he's not going to win, rather. That's the story, and I'm sticking to it. We're going to see once the chips falls. We have no real points or anything like that. That needs to be deducted, I think, or rather time penalties and so. There is certainly not for the top guys, so that won't affect them. So just a really solid drive here by Wolfslener, defending to Michalak. They've been very even. And looks like Torsten have actually improved his personal best. So so Michalak would get 60 points. 60 points added to his... And there's Wolfslener. So I was going to find where he was now. Yeah, Michalak gets... yeah, he comes up to 204 points. So yeah, super exciting. Well done, everyone. Let's go just catch Murray here. As it goes over the line. So Wolfslener, Michalak and Larsson. How about that? And that would mean that Larsson, I'd say provisionally, unless I really screwed up my calculation, that is where that's the count, so to speak. That Larsson going to win the championship just in front of Wolfslener. Michalak got the fastest lap. And just as I say that, I see Larsson, Mr. Larsson.
Yep, I'm here.
I think you won the championship.
Yeah, I did.
With 1 point.
Yeah.
With 1 point, can you believe it? Torsten, he got the fastest lap. And otherwise, Wolfslener would have been even with you if Wolfslener would have taken that. So, yeah, that's unbelievable.
Congratulations, Johan!
Yeah, with 1 point.
Yeah, I know. We calculated that.
Yeah.
I told him he need to be at least third.
Yeah. So
and otherwise we would have been equal. But anyway, Michalak deserved that fastest lap. He was such a great competition with him.
Yeah.
Really great. I like racing him.
He's really fast. So.
And he's fair. He's absolutely clean and fair driver, and really I like his racing style.
Yeah, so he was reaching you a little bit in the end there, Peter. Were you kind of nervous that he would reach you?
Actually, I had same time the tire issues again. Some laps, some corners, absolutely no grip. And I drove safe, and with one eye I always keep a look on Johan and John Saunders' position.
Yeah, so Saunders gave me a hard time at times, but then I drove away, and then I lost in a few corners, being a bit too careful, and then it was close again. So good racing.
Yeah, and it seemed to be a very clean race too. I didn't really see any big things.
I want to thank the organization. I want to thank you, Krista, and Mike Mileski for streaming.
Yeah, thanks for all the streaming.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really great.
And after next race, we're gonna have kind of spin the wheel to see what tracks we're gonna race. We're gonna have a couple of the standard classic tracks, but it's a 10 race season, so we're gonna have a spin the wheel for about 6 of the tracks. So it could be anything. Okay. It could be Circuit of the Americas or some other track that we don't drive too often. So that's gonna be fun. So we're gonna do that.
We take it as it comes, and it was a really very competitive season. This season 10. Yeah.
And also the sprint. I think the sprint format is kind of fun because it's
exactly
balls to the wall driving,
But I just want to say thanks to my sponsors, my family, my
your dog. Yeah. Don't forget your dog.
The champion. You are the champion now. The GOAT.
Yes. That's really he deserves
it. Thanks to the team, to the whole team.
Yeah,
it's been great with the practice.
We push each other.
We
push each other.
The wolf pack.
Good fun. Yeah, makes it fun to practice and drive and have a laugh.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's recommended for everyone.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, guys.
Thank you very much,
have
Krista.
A good
Jeremy as well. Thanks to him. He's not here, but thanks also.
And congrats on second place, Thorsten.
Yeah, Thorsten, great job. I hope everyone going to race for season 11, so get more excitement.
Yep. Thank you very much, and have a good day.
Yeah, you too. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, there we have it. So Larsson is the champion. Just clinched that just before Wolfslener. And the result today, Wolfslener, Michalak, Larsson for the race. So great racing, super exciting. And looking forward to finalize the Porsche with the Porsche Cup on Friday, and then the GT3 race on Saturday with that extra show afterwards. Don't miss that one. So you want to see that. All right. Well, see you guys later. Bye-bye.